Welcome to the international break. I'm at Wembley. Ignore the browser tabs, where England are going to play Malta, and then we will play North Macedonia. So a great, very interesting, just as the Premier League was getting boring, with the 4-4 draw that Chelsea and Man City played out last night. Forget that. We need another international break. I'm so excited for this. But there is reason to be excited. Don't worry, I've got you. In this video, we're going to take a look at the trends page on OddAlerts so we can see the next 5 days worth of data. We're on Monday as I record this, so this is going to take us all the way through to Friday. And there might be some international teams in here. There will be some EFL teams in here. I can see Yeovil there already. There's some Italian teams. There's some non-league there, Hampton and Richmond. Let's go through. I'll have a look first and just see what there is, if there's anything interesting, and then I'll get back to you. Yeovil popping up a couple of times. They're on this BTTS rankings as well. But you can see the away team, they've scored under 1 goal per game, 0.88. Yeovil have won 8 of their 10 home games, as we saw at the start there. And by the way, Yeovil Town, what happened? I remember Blackpool beat you in the League One playoff final when we went up to the Championship before we went up to the Premiership. So that must have been, I think, 2007? 2008. Remember, it was one of the first playoff finals at Wembley, if I remember correctly, because I remember being like, wow, this is a great new stadium. Yeah, sorry to remind you of that, but what has happened? You've dropped like a stone. Maybe a topic for another conversation. So Yeovil, as we can see, 8 out of 10. If these odds were a bit bigger, given the BTTS percentage as well, I would maybe do a double chance and over 1.5 goals. That's something that I'm always looking for. When you look at the trends pages, it's important to have markets in mind. Just because these are the best home teams, it doesn't mean every game you see that has to be a home win. You then look at the away team and you have these situations in your mind that you run through, given, does this away team score? Have they conceded a lot of goals? What's their timings like? Do they get a lot of cards? Are they on a good streak? I will keep looking down this list and we'll find some games together. Let's have a look at over 2.5 goals. As we can see, 4 teams with a 100% record to try and maintain. We've got games on Wednesday here, Tuesday night, a couple of games on Tuesday night, a potential double that you could play there, both trying to maintain those 100% records. Let's have a look at Concord Rangers, 1.44. They are playing a team that has scored in every game. That's the first thing that stands out to me within, the context of this market. And then when you look at the away team as well, it's important that you click into this, because this is just showing you the home teams and their home form in terms of this market. How many times did it land? But it's a big bonus when you come into here and you look at the away form, and this is showing the away team's away form. If you want more details, you can click into the full fixture, get the last 10, last 25, last 6, whatever it is. But we can see quickly at a glance, using the trends page, that this away team has scored 3.33 goals per game. That is pretty great. And this also tells us that this home team is conceding. They've conceded in every single game. They've actually conceded 2 or more goals in 83% of home games. Now, it was just 6 games, so they've conceded in every game, of course, and the games that they've played have seen 3 or more. So that could be one to look out for. If you wanted to set an alert on it, you just click here, and then we could just say, well, tell me if it hits evens. Maybe there's been a slow start to this game, maybe it's 0-0 at half time. Then you would go into the fixture when you get the alert, maybe check the timing data, maybe you can check it now. And this is how you just work through different situations. You try and think to the best of your ability, how is this game going to go? And what I'm doing on this video takes a little bit more time. You get out what you put in this game. It is just as simple as that. But it is that one thing that people miss the most, the discipline. They just don't do it. And if you looked at this trends list and put on 4, 5, 6, 7 games to an accumulator, then you'd be shooting yourself in the foot. Next, we will take a look at the first half goals trends page. We've got a few teams that are also trying to, maintain that 100% record. Maybe not if it's that they've conceded in every game. We'll have a look at that. Here is, let's look at Meppen. That's a German team, isn't it? Yeah. So the away team straight away, we can see they've scored in 71%, 7 games played and 6 games played here. So the away team only 0.76. but there has been a goal in every first half they've played away from home. So I would say, even without knowing this, that they've conceded in the majority, or they are the ones conceding, whilst this home team that we are seeing here, they rarely concede, 0.17, and they've played one game more as well. So whilst the entry into this game was through the away teams, when you're looking at that, you might be then tempted to look at maybe the halftime result or a first half goal for the home team. And what you can do is sort of just note that in your mind and set an alert 1.6. And if you set alerts from the actual fixtures, you can add a note. So maybe I need to add that capability into the trends section as well, because I think that'd be a pretty good idea if you've found a game, but then you've got some thoughts after seeing the opponent. Then you want to see that context when the alert comes through as well. So yeah, stay tuned. That'll be coming soon to OddAlerts. So you can take that one step further as well. Click on the full fixture, and then it'll open in a new tab. We can look at the current odds. Bet365 evens for the home victory. What about for the first half? 2.5 for that first half victory. Let's look at the timing data on that. So they've not been losing at half-time at home, winning in 57% of games. Tricky one. I would definitely set the alert for first half goals, because we know that the away team has conceded in every first half that they've played, or at least there has been a goal. Whether they've conceded, we can take a look at the form. So away from home, they've lost 4 out of 6. And they haven't conceded, actually, in every game by half-time, but there has been a goal. The 4 defeats, they were behind at half-time in all of those games, and they conceded 2 in 3 of those games, at least 2 at half-time. They were 4-0 down against top of the table here when they went there, so maybe the table has a part to play. And we see that they are playing the team that is now top of the table. So that's pretty interesting. We can then go and look at the table. And this is just the live thought process that I go through, because I think if I was to pre-plan these videos and I didn't even look at the trends page before I hit record, that's the way it has to be, because the thought process has to be natural, you know what I mean? Because I think that's the way you will learn if you're looking at this video and hoping to learn how to better analyse football and just naturally follow, the what's next, what should I look at there, what does that mean? So I hope that these are helping in that way. If we look at the home table, actually they go down to 5th, the home team. Meppen, very good at home. If we look at the away form, Meppen 11th. Out of 18, so not the best away record as we've seen. Let's see how this one goes. Leave a comment if you're watching on YouTube or TikTok or anywhere like that, and let me know what you think will happen in this game. Do you think it will be a half-time victory? Me personally, I'm going to set an alert for the first half goal and then just see how the game is panning out, see what the pressure monitor is saying, if the home team is dominating, if Meppen, because it looks like Meppen can have those days away from home where they are 2-3-0 down at half time already. They've shown that they are capable of that. So there are some games for the international break. Feel free to pause the video when I'm talking, because then you can just see all of the trends. You can see all the games. You can check them out. Go to oddalerts.com/trends. And before you go, if you liked it, maybe leave a comment, a subscription, a subscriber. You could become a subscriber. I'm not good at this part. Not saying that I'm good at the other part either, but this part, I'm especially bad at this part. If you leave a comment about the England game, mate, what do you think about Southgate's continuous exclusion? I probably should have started the video with a call to action, because there might not be as many people watching this outro. I hope there is fewer people watching this outro, because it's pretty bad. See you in the next one.